Welcome to the show. Brad cannot be trusted. Do you not see Tony give the go live signal, or do you wait until he gives it to start doing stupid stuff?
Basically, I was moving this out of the shot. That way it wasn't right in front of my face. I can lean back.
But you moved it like Perkle moves Blood Bowl model. Just
I knocked it over, then drug it across the table.
Oh, God, don't.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in.
I didn't even buy that mic, and I was like,
It didn't touch the table.
I didn't see that.
I just knocked it over like this, but it didn't.
Stop it!
It didn't touch the table.
Oh my!
I made sure.
how are you guys doing?
It's not a cheap mic.
Do well, man. Can you believe we finally come to the end of the year?
The end of the year.
In our 52nd episode, it's finally the end of the year.
Yeah, you definitely missed a week.
1 year anniversary. What's that?
You definitely missed like 2 weeks.
No, I'm talking like 52nd 1 year anniversary. Remember Brad for like
there's 56 weeks in a year, sir. And
for like 2 years, like it's our 1 year anniversary.
That was Dakota.
No,
it was you.
You were saying that.
No, that was you.
No,
then I would chime in and say, yeah, it's our 56th episode.
I was saying something else.
No, you know.
No, but I was saying something else. Like
it doesn't matter. Tony, can you give me the Twitch comment section on?
Yeah, I'll pull them up.
The comment section.
What
up, Tex?
I was gonna say if I can see my boy Tex in there.
My glorious liberals.
Glorious what?
I'm wearing slippers today, so if you want to kick off the toe cam, I'm ready.
Let's not. Hello, Dr. John. Damn it, Jamie.
Please get some toes for Christmas. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Hello, Mama G.
Welcome in, everybody. Happy Ultimate Tuesday, not just regular Tuesday. Is this the penultimate Tuesday?
This is the final Tuesday.
It's the final Tuesday.
Oh, I thought it was alternate Tuesday.
No.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Alternate Tuesday, that's just Thursday.
Oh my God.
Ever showed you that meme where it's the Weeknd's face photoshopped onto Wednesday Addams, and the meme is I thought it was the Weeknd, but it's only Wednesday.
I hate that.
That's so funny.
What's up, Nurgle Matt? It is the final, so it is the Ultimate Tuesday. What if it's the worst Tuesday of the year, Nathan? Doesn't feel like the worst Tuesday of the year, but to call it the Ultimate Tuesday when you don't know.
Man,
I'm going to get real depressing. Somebody's having their worst Tuesday of the year today.
I hope it's Brad.
I am exhausted, but
Brad's having a tough Tuesday.
I don't know. It's
Tony,
hard to say.
Did you have that pulled
Yeah, there
up?
it is.
Did you have it ready, or did you find it?
I knew the one. I found it.
I knew the
Go
one.
ahead and share it in the show. Let him see it. And then can you go to the AI machine and have it write me a story about Wednesday Addams, but make it a Weeknd song?
I'm going to need you to stop.
I've been trying to Wednesday.
What was I? I watched someone the other day. It was
that is very upsetting to look at.
Write me a rap about the Book of Job in the style of Cardi B.
Oh my God.
It was pretty funny, but it didn't sound like Cardi B.
I hate it here.
I don't know what Cardi B sounds like.
It's a lot of expletives about her private parts.
There's that. Well, the one song,
God.
yeah.
There was none of that in the rap. So
if I don't get toes,
like
this very well might be the worst Tuesday. Listen, man, Tex, I got bad news, man. That camera's not even hooked up. We're short of USB.
Yeah.
There's some kind of cylinders and sprockets that just aren't working, man.
We greatly overestimated our OnlyFans situation. People don't want to see our toes.
We put
man.
we put an enormous amount of capital into it.
You
are not getting the returns.
You speak for yourself. I wear size 14, so there's got to be a demand for that somewhere.
I'm literally wearing a size 14 shoe right now.
A size 14 toe looks like one of my fingers.
I don't like that. Let's move on. We'll change the discussion here.
Thumb me.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. I'm sorry, Tex.
Oh, Tex is having the worst Tuesday ever.
Now we
know.
Is this the ultimate Tuesday because it's the last Tuesday of the year?
That's what Nathan said, yes. Oh, stop. Don't share that in the group. I can't. We need to make a Discord probably for the show.
Tingers.
Fingers.
Toe fingers.
Reddit is a bad place.
So
I know.
We need to make a Discord where we can put that in the Discord.
I know.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
We might have one.
You guys are supposed to play Blood Bowl, right?
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, if Brad ever gets a day off.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I work like every day this week.
I don't have Instagram.
Would you be willing for me to just walk in one day and be like, hey, we're playing today?
I really would prefer some time to be mentally prepared.
Not gonna happen for this week.
I will say that's fine. That's fine. I mean, this is the bye week.
Okay.
And Gilson's ready to go for the next game, so like, as soon as I play you, I'm gonna then turn around and play him. So
That'll be.
Oh wait,
that'll
what
be nice.
week? What week are you guys?
Week
4.
I think.
4 just happened. This is the bye week.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
I
it goes
I
into
just
week
played
5.
Mama G, which was week 5, and then you and
Yeah,
I
you
played
played
week
ahead
6.
of time. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it. Cool.
Tim
cool.
still has 2 games before he plays.
Oh,
I gotta play.
The
Nathan.
Acropolis what isn't active text?
6, 7.
Oh my God. What?
Apparently, Nathan can't fathom size 14.
And then
feet.
Tex would unhinge his jaw for size 14. You remember Deuce Bigelow? Have you ever seen that?
yeah.
The chick with the giant feet
Oils
He's
them
like-
up and just.
He's like,
It's because she's like 9 feet tall though too.
oh,
so
man,
like,
what a
puts his
disturbing.
Fingers
Yeah.
through the toes.
He's vigorously oiling them. It's a. Oh man, what a sight.
it's a 90s movie.
Why are we doing this, John?
And I'm sorry, could you repeat what you wanted?
It's not
story
dead yet.
about-
Not dead yet. Tex, I'll tell you what. I'll share something on there for you, brother. Keep an eye out.
Are there
The story
toes on
about
Insta?
what?
Story about. Are we talking about the AI thing?
Yeah.
I want it to be about Wednesday Addams, but
yeah.
as a weekend song.
I hate it.
Oh, okay.
Could we not?
Well, Tex, listen. You got to follow now, so that you can see the thing when I post it. Okay, it's going to be a link to the OnlyFans.
Tex face reveal.
If it's just Campbell, I'm going to be so upset after all this.
What
time.
would you guys do if it was like if Tex was just like this really hot chick?
I think even better. He's probably just a really hot guy.
I mean, you're probably right.
All right, so
That toe cam would go up like that.
oh
yeah, it'd be there.
it's actually Ted.
Oh no.
TEDx. I get it. I'm indeed a really hot guy. Let's see. Find out what you've been trolling you for months. Does somebody know? Is this like a? Oh, damn! I forgot the
From
blanket,
Texas.
Tony.
I know. We talked about that.
I know we didn't talk about me forgetting it though.
I told you forgot it.
Yeah, I'm very upset. I
I
got
swear
a
I told you you were
blanket
supposed
with
to
my
bring it.
face on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's giant. It's a giant
huge.
blanket.
It's like what, 8 feet or something?
Yeah, it's got to be 8 foot, right?
It's an enormous blanket.
It's like 8 by 5.
It can fit a king size bed.
Oh.
I held
Yeah,
it
not- maybe
up,
not 8,
and I
but-
was totally obscured by the blanket.
Yeah.
Height and width.
Yeah.
Like went to the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
fantastic.
is literally just a blanket with his face on it.
And with
Yeah,
me,
he
with a
showed
giant
me.
beard and my aunt's sun hat
Your
from 2
aunt's
years ago. Yeah,
sun hat.
it's a glorious photo.
I think I've seen the photo. I mean, I've seen
Hotel
the
in
blanket,
Austin.
so-
Not even a phone call, Tex. Not
Maybe.
even a phone call.
He could go see Jamie in person.
You could.
I mean, you might have security.
Time to scour all the guest lists in Austin looking for that. I'm just gonna start calling.
big
Hey,
city.
give me the hottest guy in your room.
Yeah. What's funny is you could see him. Well, I don't know.
It would be narcissism, but he did not request the blanket.
It's narcissistic just to own it.
Yes,
But like,
which is great.
It-
That the narcissism was thrust upon you.
I never. People have this obsession with my face on stuff. Remember, like, people are like, I want your face on a playmat. And I'm like, why? And they're like, I'll pay for it. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Did you do it?
No, never did.
upsetting.
No, man, I just don't want, like, I think I set some weird stipulation. Like, if we did X amount of something, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, some goal at the time. I don't remember what it was, but if
I
we
get
hit
it.
it, I would do it.
I get it.
Um,
You don't want your
Cuddle that
likeness
blanket
thrown out
so
there.
hard.
I mean, I don't know.
Listen, man, that blanket's very cuddly, too. It's nice and warm. It's a biggin. But, man, it is weird owning something that large with a picture of just you. It's a
Yeah,
weird...
like there was like an idea of like you holding the kids or something, and they're like, no, we don't want this to be that sentimental.
It has to be ridiculous. The box it came in was also massive. It was like all the kids were like, "Is that mine?" And they're like, "No, that's Tim's." And I was like, "Great." I let Lincoln help me open it. He was just shredding it. And then there were 2 presents inside.
The one it came in or the one it was wrapped in?
What it was wrapped. Well, no, what it came in was just a normal, like,
Yeah.
I got
18-inch box or whatever.
I think I told you. I don't remember telling you. I got my brother a 5 square foot plot of land in Scotland with a tree on it. Because if you own land in Scotland, you're considered a lord.
Yeah.
Really rigid.
Oh, yeah.
So now you can use it as an official title. What?
You
What am I
would treat
missing?
it like a sock.
What?
That bothers me. But I
Treat
love
what
it.
like a sock?
The blanket.
Oh no!
We're talking. It's an 8-foot blanket. Do you know how? It's a lot of effort.
It's big.
It's a lot of effort to
Does-
rigid that entire blanket.
Does Tex have a different relationship with socks?
He may
considering
well.
his preferences.
He may well. He may well have it.
Considering his preferences.
Oh.
Oh God, we need to text inbox us your address and I will send you some socks with Tim's face on them.
They do make those.
That's so fun. We've spent entirely too long on this. You guys want to talk about
100%.
40K or
We need to
something?
talk about those leaks.
We do need to
We
talk,
need to talk
about
about
those
the
and the
leaks.
potential for Armor of Contempt to be leaving the game.
It'll be interesting.
It sure seems that way. From everything I saw,
It's via the balance data slate,
Yes.
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, they'll just take it out, right?
Well, I think they'll probably.
We'll do it, Tex. We'll
They'll-
do it.
I imagine if they're going to take Armor of Contempt out of the game, they're going to. They might not replace it directly, but they're going to add other stuff in to make sure the game's not as deadly. I would assume.
Well, I mean, there's apparently there's a lot of points changes in those leaks.
Positive or negative?
Like-
points changes?
like-
For
Points
Space
going
Marines,
down.
negative. Most
So
points are
negative.
going down, except for Tyranids, I saw.
Yeah,
Tyranids need to change.
AdMech are
They're
getting
terrible.
huge point decreases
Shut
to
up,
like
John.
anything that's not infantry.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
AdMech is getting a lot of love in there.
What a wild army to try and balance.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't even know. Oh god. Like talk about. It's almost like it's like Tau. Like Tau has the same exact problem. They go from being like top 5 to like bottom 3 like constantly.
I know
it's
I've said this
ridiculous.
100 times. What I don't know. What about on Instagram? What's going on?
But yeah, no, it's So what were some of the other leaks?
Let's see. So
I put them in the chat.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they listed like a number of armies losing Armor of Contempt, but I'd be hard pressed to not think that it was everyone, like because they specifically say Sisters, Marines, Chaos Space Marines, but they don't say it on Death Guard.
I
and
gotta
Thousand
imagine it's
Suns.
all going.
Like,
Yeah,
they
I-
also don't reference Guard. Like
Guard might not lose it on their tanks.
I think if that many factions lose, it's probably just out of the game.
Maybe.
What I'm okay with.
Maybe.
I'm okay with Armor of Contempt leaving entirely.
It's kind of a weird. I don't know. It's
It's a patch.
yeah. I
mean, it's a
get it. Armor of Contempt was a patch. Like I said, I just hope it gets replaced with something that has not the same effect, but it's a similar effect that makes stuff not so killy.
yeah.
Because like lowering points. I mean, we've discussed this before, but lowering points isn't in a lot of cases isn't just
I'm
good
sorry.
enough. Like adding 5 more Space Marines to the field by lowering points does not do the trick.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know. I need to see. We need to see something that like we need to see a lot of the AP just get reduced. Like there is so much like AP4
I
in
didn't-
the game, and it is just ridiculous.
I didn't notice this, but they said so for Marines they said they lose Armor of Contempt, but they gain sticky objectives, which is like the ability to walk onto an objective and hold it after you leave.
Oh,
That's
interesting.
that's the Sigmar rule, basically.
Major point decreases on almost everything, and free war gear, which
Free war
I'm not a
gear.
fan of.
I don't like it either, but that's the direction the game's
Yeah,
going.
the game's
right
going
now.
in that direction. I like it in a lot of cases. There's some cases where I don't like it. So in cases where it's
Power level.
what's that?
It's power level.
Oh, not always though, because there are some. So let me put it to you this way: which should cost more, Power Fist or Lightning Claw?
I don't really know the answer.
That's the problem.
Well, doesn't it matter?
They both.
Doesn't it determine what it's going on?
Well, exactly, but it depends on a Terminator. What's better, Power Fist or a Lightning Claw?
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
And that's the problem, right? Right now they're costed differently. But if you just made them the same or included in the cost of the model, now it doesn't matter. That's why I like the fact that they go free. Now there are some cases in which, it probably shouldn't be free where it's a clear upgrade. But the other thing you run into is min-maxing. So you see when it's more optimal just to min-max stuff, options don't get taken and it makes for a less interesting game. You just see bare bones everything on the field.
I don't disagree with that.
I would like to see. I like the idea of seeing guardsmen run around with plasma guns.
Well, so
Like I think that's
guardsmen,
cool.
I feel like are a slightly different case.
Tex face reveal.
Did we get it?
I got it. He's a real man. He's a handsome devil. I don't know if you want to see it. It might ruin the appeal. For you.
I think.
I would like to.
Okay.
I think Power Fists.
I want to see the man.
I think Power Fists are actually more expensive right now, Nathan. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're more expensive. But it's just
so
stuff.
funny.
It's just stuff like that.
Tex is real, y'all. It's a real guy.
You ever heard of deep fakes?
Yeah, dude, it could be.
Could be.
Nathan, we've had Instagram for a long time.
I want to see a picture of you holding up today's newspaper, Tex.
That's so
I need to
funny.
see today's newspaper.
It's going to be a newspaper from Texas.
It's got to be a newspaper from Texas.
Also,
But it needs
Tex
today's.
is now going to be getting memes, and I don't know if he was ready for that.
date.
oh yeah,
I don't know if he was ready for that. I think he'll love it though.
that could be a little. He may not be ready for that.
Well, okay, sorry, I got to catch up on the chat here. Listen,
Have
old man-
Sisters been doing really well or something?
what is?
Sisters?
They've probably
doing pretty well.
They've probably
Because
They've
picked
been
up.
holding their own.
They're just getting nerfed. Like
They've
like,
probably picked up.
they're
since
losing
Armored
they're
Content.
losing secondaries. Or like their secondaries are getting nerfed. They're getting like some of their infantry are going up 2 points a model,
Jeez.
and then nerfs to some characters.
That's crazy.
Like
Did we have a show? Did we not have a show last week?
No, we didn't.
we did not.
So we haven't talked about the new match play detachment.
Oh,
No, we
haven't.
haven't.
Oh my
Which
goodness.
that's
like-
a huge change too.
That's
Yeah.
a big deal. Like that right there, like the game almost needs to go back to 0.
Brad, I need you to stop destroying.
Are
your
you
eraser.
ruining?
Am I destroying an eraser?
Yeah.
Oh, it's falling apart in my fingers.
How do you have anything at your home? How is anything left?
He just sits there like a cat, like rubbing up against stuff, and it just like splinters the table.
Mari's got a
Just, like,
bottle of water. Just,
It's actually a bottle of vinegar.
get down, heal.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow, Grey Knights, all guns are free. Okay.
Tony,
Yeah,
can you go to Warhammer Community?
So that's
And,
the kind of thing I don't mind seeing, is because it's all limited based on how much you can take of it anyway.
They raise point costs on Chaos Terminators?
Why?
I don't know.
They must be doing something.
But I guess they improve your secondaries.
Okay.
Okay.
We got to talk about Azrael.
Oh, he is such a sexy man.
Also keeping the Lion's helmet.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
It
That's an
doesn't
interesting
bode
choice.
well.
No, it does not. It does not.
Tyranids, most competitive units get a point increase from 10
To
to 40%.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Go
that's
down.
gross.
Go down, like it'll be toward the bottom. Like go to more news or whatever.
Have people been abusing spore mines?
Probably.
Probably, okay.
Down, Tony.
Because they
It looks
Yeah, there we
so
go.
different.
spore
all
mines
news.
cost points,
Scroll. We're
cost
looking for the
reinforcement points, and overrun gets moved to core only.
looking for the Arcs of Omen right there. The bluish icon on the right there. Scroll down till you see like there we go. Can you click on
there
that
we go.
image? Can you enlarge that image?
It does not do anything.
Tony's doing a little internet sleuthing.
Is internet.
Oh, they can see it. Okay, so
there we
no,
go.
they can't. But
Oh, they can't.
this is a big deal.
Yeah, this is
is a big deal.
this is a thing.
no, they can.
So this is the new Arcs of Omen detachment. Somebody I saw, they're like, well, just don't play tournament rules. Like, dude, everybody just plays match play for the most part.
Don't play tournament rules.
They were just saying, don't play with this. Like, because somebody was upset about it. And somebody's response was, just don't use it. And it's just, this is how people are going to play.
I got that on the Blood Bowl page once, and I was like, a lot of people complain about dwarves for these reasons, and this chick is like, well, just don't play against that team. And I'm like, okay, I get to just dictate to my opponent what team they're allowed to play in my local league or tournament I attend.
Also, like,
Awesome.
these hobbies that we're...
Thanks for your valuable input.
These hobbies that
community member.
we're interested in, and thousands of people are interested in, like, sometimes you just want to talk about it. Sometimes you just have ideas about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, like, you're freaking out or anything.
So how do you feel about this, Dakota?
I think I like it overall. I don't like the idea of troops being completely optional, though.
I would really. I wish it was troops and one of those three or one of those four. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you would have to have a caveat there and say this is not just like the HQ for the troops.
I would prefer if troops unlocked or provided something. So if there was
Me too.
like a benefit, like, to taking them. Obviously, they still have OBSEC, right? So, like, that... To me, that's not enough.
No, it's not
OBSEC
enough.
just,
It's
especially
not
like your Eldar Guardians with OBSEC. It's just not enough.
So, I mean...
You're going to have scenarios where it
that's
comes
just
in.
an unfortunate world for Eldar, where that they have shitty troops. But tons of other armies in the game have perfectly good troops.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's Chaos. Take Chaos Space Marines, for instance.
I was just thinking, I think maybe only they should have OBSEC.
I don't think you're gonna run Chaos Space Marine. Like they're Legionnaires and they're cultists. I don't. You might, but like those heavy support slots are super important.
Well, I mean, scroll up a little bit, Tony. You can just take 6 now.
Yeah, I know.
This is the part I love about it.
They're just like, hey, here, have 6 for free, just because we said so.
Yeah, I know.
You can include fortifications. You can just have extra HQs. How many HQs can you take above, Tony?
Just one.
Scroll
It's
up a
just
little.
one.
Is it just one?
Yeah, well, because
You have to have one for the detachment.
That's your compulsory
Oh, right, but
number.
they're not ors.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can have 4 HQs, and scrolling down a little bit more, go down just a little more. You can have elite choices that are characters as slots. So like
I like that.
Your Space Marine Apothecary won't take up one of the other slots. Your
Here's the thing with that. I played Dark Angels. I don't do that anyway.
well, you probably want to with all those Terminators.
No.
Bring it back.
What I'm
they
saying
probably have a
is
thing that allows them to be outside of Force Org.
he knows.
Okay.
He knows.
So things
They did the same thing with Commissars.
Yeah, things of that nature. So like that's valuable for Chaos. That's valuable for
Not really. You don't
they
really care
don't have a
about
lot
any
of
those.
elite slot characters.
They have a couple. They have like 2 or maybe
Scroll up a little more.
maybe
Okay,
3.
So
but
that's super value for most Space Marines. That's valuable for Guard.
care.
That's very valuable for Sisters.
yeah.
Like that's a big change right there.
Yeah, that's helpful. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. I think that's just fine. I think a lot of those models are
This is what we should have started
being-
8th edition with.
HQs.
I love this.
I mean, is this really that different from what we had in 8th edition?
Here's
you don't gotta
my main
Bounce around and do a bunch of stuff. You just take it's your CAD.
Yeah.
This is CAD now.
Well, yeah. Here's my gripe though. I'm now back to just building an unbound list and just fitting it into this. That's all I'm doing now.
You know, I will say
I'm now unbounding again. This
Does it make the game more fun though?
I don't know.
Does it make the game more fun for more people? I think it might.
It
Well,
might.
it's also 0 command points.
Yeah.
It's 0 command points to take this. So take 3 of them.
Well, the way the
you
article
would.
was written was you have your one detachment. It sounds like this is your detachment. Sounds like the multiple detachment thing is going away.
Okay. That needs to happen.
That was implied,
happen.
not stated outright. So I don't know that, but that's my assumption. My assumption will be when you play the Arcs of Omen tournament missions,
You can only
you use
have
this detachment.
Yeah, you can only have one of these detached.
Oh my God.
What happened? There's text coming in hot.
Text said, "Okay, my children, I've got to go increase the Austin homeless population. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, my beautiful pine cones."
I don't know what he's insinuating.
See you, brother.
He's gonna
Happy New Year.
increase the homeless population.
Is he a
He's
drug dealer?
No, he's probably going to just go burn down some houses or something.
Oh, okay.
You say increase or decrease?
Increase.
Oh, I thought it was a slower process.
Like a gestational process?
Yeah.
That's what I thought also.
Yeah.
That's also true. Too. There's a lot of ways that could go. Love you, Tex.
I'm so confused.
All right, we can. You guys want to look at this any further?
Yeah, I think this bears some more talking.
No, I mean talking. Yeah, but I didn't know if you want to leave it on the screen.
No, it's fine. Tony's got it up behind us. So, like, they can...
Oh, well, it was. Now
Oh.
it's off.
But yeah, you can take.
Oh, I thought we were the one on the left over here. So,
Nope.
yeah.
You can take all the Lords of War you can eat. Your flyers are built right in. Your fortifications are there if you want.
Can I
them.
just tell you something that I
I-
really love about it? Look at that Lord of War section. You see what it says? 0 to 30. You know how long I've wanted that?
No, it doesn't.
0 to 30.
Okay.
If you here's the funny thing that you're gonna hate. If you play Imperial Knights, you have to take 3. You can't take less than 3.
Sure.
Well, I mean,
but that
if
also
you're,
includes
if you're
your little
playing
ones.
Imperial Knights, you'd better have more
Yeah.
than 3.
That includes your little ones too, though. Those
Yeah.
are.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
but
that
you know,
doesn't
for like a
include
guard army, and I think you can also bring like a knight with a Space Marine army now.
Yeah.
You can bring
Yeah.
a free.
So yeah, all right, that's pretty cool.
I've missed that
AdMech,
part of the
you
game.
could just slip one in.
I'm okay with admin. I have a problem with the mixing of knights into every army.
I have a problem with Knights being a standalone army. I don't think
we
that
had
should
that.
exist.
We had that. Well,
I want
I have no
people with
problem
their
with them being.
toys.
I have no problem with them being a part of admin. I've never had that issue. I think they should be a regular part of admin, but I don't. We're back. That brings.
I think
us
they
back
function
to,
better that way.
That brings us back to 8th edition, and
But we're still
don't
more restricted because that has to be
Sure.
within your faction keyword.
Sure. Well, I mean, yeah, but
I mean,
that's,
it can't be Imperium, right? Like, you can't use the Imperium keyword to. You have to use the
Yeah,
Freeblade
that's
thing.
correct.
well, yeah.
So
it-
it's still more
So
restricted than it
actually,
was
you
in 8.
can't just take a knight and just be like, "Hey, here's."
Well, there's a Freeblade.
Well,
they mentioned there was a Freeblade.
they're not a you don't pick any one of the houses. You pick the Freeblade house, and I don't know what the Freeblade house.
I-
does.
No,
don't
but I'm
know.
saying like if this is a Space Marine detachment,
Yeah.
you can't just take hey Imperial Knight and slot them into
I
the Lord
think
of War
there's a
slot, right?
You
specific.
very well can.
I think there's an addendum that allows that.
Yes, you very. It's like the demons in a chaos list. You can add them in, and they don't cost against your They don't cost against your your Legion traits and stuff like that.
Tony, can you scroll down? Should be like another box. I probably should just get like a secondary mouse over here.
But yeah.
Well, maybe.
No, I know. Like, okay, so that's the.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read that, Dakota. I think.
So
that's
if
what-
your Arcs of Omen detachment is an Imperium detachment, you include one of the following as an allied detachment, which is Agents of the Imperium as an auxiliary or a patrol, one Imperial Knight Super Heavy Auxiliary detachment containing one Freeblade unit, one Voltan patrol detachment.
Super heavy auxiliary detachment. Is that what that said?
yeah, so you can bring one.
One knight. Okay. Huh. So it doesn't.
But Chaos can't do that. That's strange, don't you think?
I'm not surprised. If your Arcs of Omen and the Legion. Oh, okay. So that's.
Or
what
do
it's
the
saying.
Chaos
It's in
type?
keyword.
Do Chaos Knights have the Heretic Astartes keyword?
They?
No.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they have. I don't even know. I don't own the book. I don't know what they have. But yeah. So we'll see when it comes out. That is very weird. I don't know if ultimately you'll see more knights on the table or not.
Maybe not, but you know,
But-
people that just want to. I like
Yeah.
that framework is there.
Yeah, I've never, just personally, I've never been a huge fan of Lords of War becoming popular in normal play.
I still don't think they're very good.
Probably not.
I don't think there's any like
Probably not.
compelling
But
reason to do it. But
I think
I like variety, man. If somebody wants to bring a more interesting list,
Abaddon's a Lord of War, isn't he? Is he? Or is he an HQ?
He's
a supreme.
he's an HQ, but
He's an HQ, but he can be.
but he's a supreme commander. So he's like Gilliman
Yeah.
and all them.
Gilliman is a Lord of War.
Oh, is he really?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he's not like Gilliman in that regard.
Yeah.
He is an HQ.
All
you
the
could take him
preppers
in
are
an
Lords
Big
HQ,
old
right?
Gilly gal.
Are all the Primaris Lords of War?
They should be.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I
Madness
agree.
is-
Yeah.
I agree.
Honestly, I think Abaddon should be as well. Like
Probably. They've made him
he's on
basically
that
a
level, and he
Primarch.
probably should be.
He's pretty good.
It's really good. In New
I
Book,
mean, if
He's on. He could box.
Gilliman.
Gilliman.
No.
1-on-1.
No, he would decimate Gilliman.
Oh,
For now, I heard Gilliman's going to get silly.
Boxing implies an exchange of blows.
I heard Gilliman's
This is
getting
much
silly.
more in the frame house of you fucked around and found out.
Yeah,
Like-
I get. Yeah, because Abaddon does have the only 3 wound rule. So like Gilliman, I don't think has that rule.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do with that if that goes away or if that sticks around.
Oh, this is something worth talking about. The heroic support stratagem. That's something.
Yeah.
This is a means of
Bringing more.
circumventing some of the rules that they've implemented.
like you can because you can only have 1 Tau commander, but like
One Space Marine captain.
you can spend a command point and you can bring another Tau command.
Yes.
I guess that's fine. I don't really care. I worry about them doing stuff like that. I think you can only use it once, but I worry about them doing stuff like that because it's like those rules were put in place to balance the game, and now we're gonna put another rule in place.
I'm not really opposed to this being a stratagem though. Like I'm not really against that.
I guess not, but
And you're right. Like having 2 of most of these things probably isn't a huge deal.
Probably
but
not.
taking 4 it might be a problem.
I brought 20 in our Apocalypse games.
Yeah, see,
I think it was like
it's,
22.
you're-
That was in Apocalypse games.
I will
It was a lot
never
of fun.
forget
I enjoyed that game a
the
lot.
list that Jason ran with all those drones and the commanders. Like, how does this slip through?
Yeah.
That was just, frankly, unacceptable to me.
Yeah.
And
Like, I
there is my problem with allowing people to take whatever they want.
There needs to be restrictions.
There needs to be structure.
There needs to be structure
There need to
and
be some
rules,
sort of structure.
boundaries.
I think that detachment's fine.
I just
We'll see.
Also, like,
I'm
if
not
you require somebody to
100%.
take 3 troops, like, that's like 200 points for most people, right?
sure.
I just don't think that's enough to really.
I don't think you're gonna see troops anymore for the most part. You might
Well,
see some.
I know
don't-
I'll still use them.
It's still very much.
I'll never take them compulsory, but I'll.
It's still very much within the faction. Like I think Guard really want troops. In fact, I
think
think
so,
I
too.
think they really need them.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Well, I don't know with how many compulsory.
Tony, can we
not
get the Twitch
compulsory.
chat
How
back
many optional elite choices do you get with that detachment? Was it 6 or 3?
I think everything was 3, wasn't it?
No, well, you get 9 troops.
Oh yeah. Troops are.
So you could take literally infinite troops. But yeah, elites are usually more. But it could have been only 3. But
Multi detachments may stay. I don't know. That second box seemed to make that sound like the case.
yeah, and that's
Like you could bring other detachments.
Yeah,
In which case, like, unless there's something that specifically prevents you from bringing that detachment over and over again, why not?
Well, so if you read that Battle Brother, I think it was called Battle Brothers. That Battle Brothers rule, it sounded like it said you could bring another detachment
An additional one.
under these circumstances, is the way I read it. So it'll probably limit you to just that one, unless you want to do the.
Well, I
Battle
know
Brothers
for sure
thing, and that'll
GW
be
will
it.
give us a very clear and concise rule
Not
on
at
how
all.
many detachments.
So
To be fair,
elite,
they will
elite slots
eventually.
were elite slots were the 3 compulsory, and then you get 3.
Oh, so it is only 3. Okay.
I thought
Yeah.
so.
So I mean 6, if you take
If you
that.
go
If you
route.
take the compulsory,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
but
then guard,
like,
then guard
they,
might actually
they
want
loosened the
troops.
noose on that a little bit by giving you those character slots. too.
Yeah.
So like now those characters aren't taking up an entire slot.
Yeah.
I never liked how they split a lot of that stuff up like that.
What do you mean?
Like the command squads, they blew up a lot. And, I mean, they
How
brought
do
a
they,
lot
how do
of
they
them
work in
back.
the guard book now?
They're a character unit.
They're characters, so like
That'll
they follow
really-
the character rule.
I wonder how that. Does that say single model characters?
No,
Or-
it just says character units only.
So that's your command squad. You
Yeah.
put a command squad in that slot.
That'll
you
really
guys
it'll,
getting some static.
yeah, a little bit. It'll really make my Dark Angels better. I'll tell you that. My Dark Angels will like that list. We'll see what they do to them in the in the coming months, after the new year and stuff. After we see, I am kind of excited to see Dark Angel Primaris Terminators.
That's something to talk about. So they talked about they're bringing out 4 Marine Battle Force boxes.
Yeah.
That are all themed to specific chapters.
It's Iron Hands, Salamanders, Ultramarines, and Raven.
And there was two.
Not Raven Guardians, White Scars.
There was 2 before Christmas also, so there's 6 total.
So they're doing that. That could broaden. Like they could do more of those.
I think they're going to be coinciding with supplement books.
I could
Just like before.
Well, I mean, those need updated.
Yeah.
You know, like the Ultramarine supplement.
Yeah, the Codex chapters are all
I really
last
don't like
edition.
that system though.
I don't either.
I don't like I like the core stuff being in one book.
Me too.
I love the Angels of Death book in 7th. Like
where you'd buy one codex and then
Yeah.
all the chapters are outlined separately
within that book.
I'm okay with that. Then you got to buy 2 books. I get it, but like it's better than if you play 3 chapters or you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like the supplement idea. I do, because it allows you to localize all your rules.
Sure, but you
in
could do
one
that's
book.
what Dakota's talking about, the Angels of Death book.
Yeah.
You do all the chapters in one additional book as opposed to 7.
6.
Is it 6 total?
6.
Aren't there 8 altogether?
What do you mean 8 altogether?
8 chapters.
Aren't there? Yeah, there's
more.
No,
There's 'cause
Iron
you've got
Hands,
Black
Imperial
Templars,
Fists.
you've got Crimson Fists.
I'm
You've got
thinking
you've got
legions. I'm sorry.
You've got some successor
There were 8
chapters thrown in
legions,
there.
right? 8
Yeah,
Traitor,
8.
8.
Yeah, with the 16.
There's apparently thousands of Space Marine chapters.
yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your chapter. That's fine. I mean, you know,
But
they have to say stuff like that because some people will be like, I can't paint my guys blue and pink. I can't.
I don't care.
You know, because some people are like,
I
need that direction, and that's
like,
okay.
Yeah, I like the Dark Angel, so I paint my stuff to look
Sure,
like Dark Angel.
sure.
If you want to make your
I
own.
like Imperial Fists. I don't even play Space Marines.
I think you like the color yellow.
Yeah, yeah. I
Sadism.
what's that?
Sadism.
Oh yeah.
Being a sadist.
Dude,
of
I'll tell you,
painting
the
yellow.
formula I have is not bad at all. Not bad at all. With an airbrush, it's fine. Jason was saying he layered like 9 layers of yellow on his Marines. And I wouldn't do
That
that.
is too much.
9 layers.
Wouldn't
That
do
is
that.
Too much.
You like yellow, Tim.
I like how my black turned out for my my Ravenwing stuff. I think it looks really good. I gotta finish that stuff. I like my Dark Angels a lot. Honestly, I like.
I need to start painting my guard.
I need to get back on my. I need to get back to my stuff. I love my Dark Angels, man. I do.
You like the new model?
The new Azrael model. I love it.
That's good.
I love it.
Let's bring him up.
Yeah, let's take a
Tony,
look.
can you go to Warhammer Community?
Let's take a look at old Azzy Daddy.
We referenced him, but we need to put that boy on the screen. He deserves it.
Yeah, he cool. He cool. What do you think, with or without helmet?
Let me get a fresh look and see.
Because I think he looks cool either way. I'm not sure how I'll build mine, but I might go with helmet. We'll see.
I just feel like a Space Marine needs to have a helmet on.
He's a cool dude though, so he doesn't need to have.
Nope. The only one I would not put a helmet on is Tor Garradon, and that's because the Imperium cannot figure out how to fit a chin of that magnitude into a helmet.
That chin is horrible. Horrible.
He's the chin of the Emperor.
That's a good model, though.
Oh, he's a great model.
He's not an Imperial Fist. He's from the Imperial Chins.
And the
Is it Brad causing problems?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Once again.
But I actually would put the helmet on the Tor Garradon model because it's like the coolest helmet ever.
Didn't you put a
I don't know.
Grey Knight helmet on yours?
Oh wait, no.
You definitely did, because I don't think
you're
Tor
right,
Garradon
you're right.
came with a helmet.
Nope, that's right. Because the helmet I found was cooler.
Yeah, I stole that idea and put
Yep.
one on mine.
No, I
love that idea. It looks great.
It does. Grey Knight helmet's so good.
Super cool.
Oh yeah.
I like Grey Knights too.
Grey Knights really need an update, man. That
Yeah,
model range has aged.
Though those poor guys, they are.
Well, everything's Primaris, right?
Yeah,
and then you
they're-
got these strike squads that are
they're trying
old
to-
squat Marines. Like,
I wonder what they'll do with them.
They have to
they've
Primaris.
got a Primaris them, right?
Yeah, I know. But, like, what do you do with them when you do that? Do you keep them the same where you can customize each individual guy? Because I think you got to do that. I don't.
Do they
I think
do,
that's
like,
a
the
failure of
customize
some of the
each
newer
individual
kits.
guy?
Yeah, you can put a halberd on one guy in the squad. You can give another guy falchions. You can give
In
another guy,
every squad or just the strike
and
squad?
every squad.
Still?
Yes.
Wait, so all 10 guys are
all five, yeah. They can all have
up to
different.
10 though, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
But
they can all have a different melee weapon.
Are
I
there
think you're limited one Thunderhammer per 5. But other than that, you can have whatever else you
Demon
want.
Hammer?
Yeah, that's right. It's a demon hammer. But yeah, so I think you're limited on that. But other than that, you can go. Although
the falchions are so cool.
I think
So what's that?
The falchions.
I like
They
the
do
halberds.
wield swords.
I
mean,
think
the halberds are really cool.
Awesome.
And, like, no one else really has halberds like that.
No one in the game does, which is also what makes them cool.
They're all
But
power halberds.
They're force halberds.
Is that different than a power weapon?
Better
Yeah.
than a power
Yeah.
weapon.
What's that?
It's better than a power weapon.
Somehow.
What's the different? Like, what's the narrative?
It's
difference?
In 7th edition, you could instant death my big
Oh yeah,
monsters.
I knew that. I know that.
Brad did it a bunch of times. I was like, I hate this army.
I like Grey Knights.
Right.
Beautiful. I don't remember who I was playing against, but they had the Swarm Lord, and I had a squad of the heavy support dudes with the. They had heavy 4. It was heavy 4. I think it was actually heavy 6. They had heavy 6,
The
strength
Psy
4, AP nothing. They weren't Psy cannons. They were silencers. That's what they're called.
Silencers.
But heavy 6, strength 4, AP nothing shots. But they had force.
Yep.
So if you casted force on him and one shot went through, instant death. So I shot them all I shot the whole squad at the Swarm Lord. One shot went through. He's like, ding, 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 ding. Oh.
No rerolls either, man.
No.
You're not rerolling that save.
He just dead. One shot. He failed one save. And I think mathematically, we did the math on it and it came out. I was like, yeah,
Because you had like 4 dudes with that gun in that.
Yeah, it was like 30 shots. Or
You're like,
something, 4
brrr.
times. Yeah, 6 times 4. It's like
You're like, all I need you to do is
it's
fail
24
one.
shots.
Just
but yeah,
one, daddy.
yeah.
But
it
yeah,
was-
narratively, they like channel psychic energy.
Yeah,
through it.
it's more or less the same thing, but it's psychic.
What about now? What's the difference in the game now? Nothing.
Now force weapons are.
D3 damage,
No, I think now they're.
2 damage.
I don't know now. Or maybe
pretty
they,
sure
maybe
it's-
they still are D3.
It was. D3
I got to get a game
before
into
and-
this guard codex. The Apocalypse. I could very well see the Apocalypse being the first time I play them.
Well, yeah, maybe. I'm like I said, I'm starting my campaign after this Blood Bowl season.
Yeah, but that's not so fast. That's after the Apocalypse.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, then.
Yeah, the Apocalypse is like the 21st or something.
Because I want to play some more 40k too, but I'm waiting for the Blood Bowl season to end.
I'd like to see how this shakes out with because like I've played since Armor of Contempt came out. I've played 1 game.
Who'd you
Really?
play against?
Brad.
Do you have Armor of Contempt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was playing against your Necrons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wonderful game.
Came up a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, all
like,
your weapons are -1.
I will not miss that. It's also like you're playing and you're like, okay, 3 ups. Would you take Armor of Contempt into? Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, no, I all the added math
Yeah.
I despise. I dislike Armor of Contempt as a clunky rule.
Yeah,
I
it
really
was clunky.
really do.
I
However,
loved it on my tank.
It's a big old annoying
I also dislike how deadly the game is too. So
and I don't mind Armor of Contempt as a rule that is localized to like say Lehman Russ has just kept it forever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They should have had it.
But-
probably.
Everything that has the Space Marine keyword, just
Yeah, I
because they've
get
got those little letters in ink.
I get it.
It's like oh, okay, yeah.
Well, it's not even my problem with that. I would be okay. If Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines all kept it. I don't like that it's so broad to where it's everything. Sisters of Battle gets it. Or not AdMech, but the Adeptus Custodes get it. Like
No, they don't.
They never should
they
have.
don't.
They never got it.
really.
No.
Oh, they probably don't.
It's actually not as broad as you think, but the thing is that
No, maybe not.
there's like 87 Space Marine armies.
Yeah. Or
So-
that's fair. Or, however, I would take if I was gonna make this a lasting rule, I would have a reverse application for Marines as guards. So instead of applying it to Marine vehicles, I would apply it to Marine infantry, and their vehicles don't get it because I think that makes more sense. Make the guard vehicles better in that respect, and make the Marine infantry better in that respect. I think that would be a better use of it. But
I mean, I would just think like Terminators. Just let Terminators have it.
I don't.
Yeah, but
I've
then
got-
you're getting further away from the
Yeah,
invuln save thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I hope I would really like to see a change to invuln saves too. I think after 8th edition, I think invuln saves really need a rework. But
See what?
invuln saves, I think they need to change. I think the mechanic is just worthless. For the most part,
you think it should work as more of a feel no pain thing?
I think it should be a separate role.
So a feel no
If
pain.
you fail your
Yeah.
armor,
No, I think the way I mapped it out was.
Oh wait, no,
it was
you
either
talked about a system of
saving
applying it to hits.
Saving hits is what I said. So you save hits and then you save armor.
so it's
Yeah.
like a force field.
Yeah, exactly. Because in most cases, that's what it is.
Thematically, I like it. It would
Yeah.
make the game take longer because
Well,
that's more rolling.
Yeah, only for things that had an invulnerable save.
That's a lot of stuff.
I don't think it's as much as you
I
think
do
it
think
is.
invulns should maybe be a little better, but pared back.
Yeah.
Less things should have invulns.
I agree. Well, the
I
problem,
think when they started, few things had them.
Well, yeah, you're right. But then they started the power creep. And they're like, oh, crap, the game's getting more deadly. What do we do? We give everything an invulnerable save. And then they double back. Oh, shoot, everything's too hard
Like,
to
should
kill.
my-
Well, let's make things harder to kill.
Should the preacher in my book, should that have an invuln save?
The
You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but like, he has the same invuln save as Magnus.
That's upsetting.
Right?
Yeah.
Magnus a 4-up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and then you have that issue as well, to where things
Well,
in
I
that
mean,
respect
that's
don't
just
scale
hard to
well.
do on a D6.
Sure.
Well, I
So,
get
like,
it. I get it, but it just doesn't scale well to where, like, maybe if you had a different mechanic, maybe it could scale
I think that there's a lot of room, like the Fantasy Flight games, when you have stuff like that, you just remove a hit from the pool.
Yeah.
Right? So like if you're shooting through asteroids and Armada,
Yeah.
like you take a hit die comes out.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
It's before you roll for damage or anything,
Yeah.
right?
so
That's a little
So
different.
you've got to spike dice.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah.
through anything.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so it'll never happen, right?
no.
But how
I
do
don't
you?
know. I think they've been very
it-
willing to do stuff. Go. I'm sorry. Go.
It'll never happen. But how do you feel about going to like a D12 system?
Oh.
I know that
Like
playing Global
never-
War,
Yeah.
Global War with D12s instead of D6s, variance is much higher.
Yeah.
They will
Much,
never.
much higher.
They'll never leave a D6.
I don't think they will.
And I think they have good reason for doing that. But like as a player, how do you feel about it?
I think I'm okay with it.
There's a lot more room to tweak stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think the problem we have with the game currently is the variance in dice. I don't think it's not Blood Bowl, right? Where we get like if your opponent just has a hot day that they just beat you, right? Those games of 40K exist, but they are very few and far between compared to Blood Bowl. I think the problem we have in the game currently is just astronomical amounts of power creep in either survivability or killing power. That's the issue we currently have. And then we also have a bunch of unusable mechanics like blast and stuff like that. So I don't think the D6 system is the problem. The way Games Workshop does a good job in balancing that out in 40K is having us roll a lot of dice. That's the correct way they balance it out, and they actually do a pretty good job of it, I think.
I like rolling a lot of dice.
I do too.
I like rolling a lot of D6s, but I attacked Moscow earlier with a lot of 6-ups, or you know what I mean, and they were on D12s, and
So it's 50-50 shots.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Actually, probably better than that.
No, it's 50. Well, I mean,
No,
I don't
I
know
think
what-
it's actually
It's-
7 plus would be
Yeah.
50-50.
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
6
what 6 or lower
Yeah.
in that game.
Oh yeah. Six or lower would be 50-50. He's right.
Yeah,
6 or lower.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
so you're looking for a 7 or higher to hit.
You're looking for a 6 or lower to hit.
yeah, 6 or
It's,
lower.
it's low.
Okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Same
X
concept.
is an
You were
ally.
saying 6 up, and then so
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
6 to 12.
No, it
Okay.
would be a sign.
Nathan says we're halfway through the Blood Bowl season. Any new predictions from the ones you made at the draw?
I don't remember what I made at the draw,
I
but
don't
Nathan
remember
looks like he might not lose.
Yeah, Nathan.
Nathan's having a hell of a season.
He's having a heck of a
good.
season.
I don't remember the predictions I made either. I'd have to go back and look.
I'd really have to pull up the standings
too.
currently.
I didn't have. I know I didn't have a high opinion of myself.
Maybe we can revisit this after in next week's show.
Yeah, maybe
After the bye week and after more
games of
standings
play.
are in, because I think I could have
good
Tony
idea.
pull up the last standings Tim posted, but that was from a week ago,
I've only played 3 games.
or
so,
maybe
like,
it might have even been 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So like I need to get more games in.
yeah.
But,
I've gotten 5 games in now.
yeah, I've only gotten 3. So you remember the last game I played?
I've got a lot of work to do. But we'll see. We're gonna try.
I've got a lot of work to do too. Nathan, how much guard does he have?
Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan, how many guard you got?
I have no idea.
Please say 1.
I think his runners are leveled. I think he's having a problem leveling his other players.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
That's
I
typically
have
growth,
gotten
but-
I've gotten a pretty good amount of luck leveling my
I have too.
my blood seekers.
I have too. I've gotten. Didn't you just lose a blood seeker? No, you lost a lineman.
Oh yeah, lineman died.
Okay.
That was in my game with Ian.
Okay. You're never.
He has
gonna
4
be-
guard.
Who what?
Oh,
Nathan has 4 guard.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Dope.
What a
Nice.
nightmare.
Yeah,
Stores.
Nightmare Town. I don't have any.
I have 1.
I don't know how many more weeks I have until I play Nathan, because I'm pretty sure I play him this season.
I
don't
I don't think you do.
No, I
No?
don't think you do either.
Do I not play you, Nathan?
You've got a super lax schedule, I think.
I thought we played like week 8 or something.
At least in terms of getting punched. You might have some.
No, I don't.
You might have some fast opponents.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn that you and I played Nathan. Okay. I played John's Chaos Tours. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. But I mean,
Do you think he'll ever get to 12 players?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I could have this past game, but I'm trying to save for a reroll.
Oh yeah.
I ended up buying a player because, like, in my game with Tim, if I can get 70K, that'll get me a reroll.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I have a higher team value than you, I'm gonna be very upset.
What's your team value?
Like 11.25.
I'm 1270.
That's a pretty sparse difference. 1270 and 11.
25.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's got
150K.
2 games to go, so he could have some really good games.
Oh,
potentially.
that's fair.
He
Yeah,
could also buy a player.
2 games
so,
behind him. Yeah. You still at 11 players.
Oh, you want to get 70K from our game?
Yeah, I want.
I
to
thought you were
make-
talking inducements.
No, I want to make 70K gold, and that'll get me a reroll.
Okay.
Which I'm up to 5 fans now, so that's possible.
My fans
good.
went down. We'll see.
How many fans are you at?
4.
4.
Why you got to do this to me, man? You lose fans right before we play.
So I didn't want to. Trust me, I did not want to do it.
What are you saving money for? You
Probably a reroll.
I was gonna say like you have everything you want.
Yeah, I've got 12 players. Although at this, I don't make very much money because every game I play, I gotta hire someone.
Yeah.
Like I lose a player every game. So like the game after we played, I made 10K gold. You know, it's just kind of what happened.
Yeah, I mean I need to be
10 or
like,
20K.
I need to just set money aside as the lineman budget. Like I totally get it.
Exactly.
Like-
So like luckily my linemen are cheap. So when they die, I just replace them. But
I would love cheap.
I don't get to buy anything else, and it's
Please.
annoying.
Blitz to gutter runner, roll double downs.
I would like a fourth. I would like a 4th reroll one day. One day, I would like a 4th reroll.
I think my team is just
Same.
too expensive for that. I just don't think I can do that.
Maybe
I definitely need 4
I would
rerolls.
like. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna go any higher than 4 rerolls, but a 4th would be nice. I seem to use all 3 fairly frequently.
Unfortunately, I was not able to get tackle. I had Mama G had a goblin dive into a cage and just uphill block my ball carrier
With frenzy
and double and down him.
With frenzy, it's like not saying you don't need tackle, but with frenzy, you don't need a lot of it.
Tackle's pretty great to just like walk up and stand next to stuff though. And it's like
Not really. I played 2 seasons as dwarves. You know how many times? I could probably count on one hand how many times tackle came into play in that way.
when it's
I
your
played
only
against-
shot against stuff that's gonna
I
dodge away
played
have
against
two.
Mama G. I think it came into play once. She was playing Amazons. Like, in that regard, obviously, I dodge powder down a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But in
the
terms of
dodging away does not come into
it
play.
does
often,
not come into play.
But you have to make it. Like,
What do you mean?
if I have 3 players with tackle, I need to have.
Well, I think it
them
comes
on
into play
3
more if you-
players with dodge every turn.
I played against Amazons. I was playing dwarves.
No,
I
I mean,
was in someone's
get it.
tackle zone every turn.
I get
Like,
it.
and it barely came into play.
Well, I mean,
but-
if they
but
just roll,
I played
3 up. Like,
Yeah, it's a 3-up, so their odds aren't bad. And like, if you're spreading yourself out in a certain way, like they can just block you and knock you down anyway. And it's not for that purpose. It's not that fantastic. I would much prefer diving tackle. That is a much better skill for that purpose.
Sure.
Much better.
But like I'm talking like to just eat rerolls, to just chip away at your opponent's reroll budget.
I mean, maybe.
Like that was my strategy in like the tournament game I played against those dark
Yeah.
elves, where he had dodge on a bunch of linemen. I was just like, I'm just gonna stand next to as many as I can. I have dudes with guards, so you're not gonna block me. You
Yeah,
have to
I
dodge
mean-
away. And eventually it comes up. And when you're making them roll
Yeah.
a ton of dodges, they're gonna roll a 1 and have to spend a reroll on it.
Eventually, it might come up. I'm
what were
just
you
not
playing?
sure.
Had a bunch of tackle.
Bunch of dodge.
Corn.
Oh, he was playing corn.
You had
Okay.
tackle.
This was in round 5 of Chaos
Oh, you
or
kept adding
Underworld.
skills.
Yeah, so I had 3 tackle
Okay.
in that game.
Yeah. Like I said, having one player with tackle is a good idea. Maybe 2. I wouldn't go further than that. Honestly, I think it's very, very overvalued in that aspect. Now, when I play Nathan, maybe it comes up a lot more against me. It's just been my experience that like when it comes to sitting in people's tackle zones and negating their dodge reroll, it rarely comes up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important.
I wish Nathan was playing Underworld Denizens.
Very situational.
The
Very
problem, like,
situational.
good for Nathan, bad for me is that like I'm not playing against opponents with high armor, so like Claw is very, it's not an optimal pick in this season.
Well, you probably still want it. It might you probably do block Mighty Blow Claw, but like you probably still want it for that matchup. Not to
I
mention-
mean I'm gonna want it for that matchup, assuming we ever play.
Yeah, but like not to mention like just because players don't have armor, like just because a bunch of players have armor 8, it also doesn't mean like their whole team's armor 8.
Sure.
Like my team, I got 2 players that are armor 9.
Yeah.
Tim's got 2 players that are armor 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's and he plays elves. Like there's
for now.
so like it very well could be an important skill. That'd be like I'm saying I don't want to take tackle because only 2 players have died. You know
No, I
what
mean I get it. It's just like
it
rather
very
than
well could be an important
funneling
skill.
and feeding SPP to these players to make sure they get Claw. It's
Yeah, you
probably
don't-
more valuable to
Yeah.
spread the love a bit.
Yeah, you won't need 6 players with claw. You might want 2.
Yeah.
But that
I mean, I have 3 block and 2 mighty blow, and that's
jeez, you exploded after our game.
well, my warriors. I've gotten like 2 MVPs, and I have 1 warrior that I think he has 6 casualties
Jesus.
on that 1 warrior.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah.
You get so many casual. Frenzy, man.
Frenzy.
It's frenzy.
It's
Frenzy is for purposes of knockdowns. Frenzy is far underrated. Like you want it only works because of how the odds work. It only works on 2 die advantages. It works. It doesn't change your odds on a single die block, and it works against you on a 2 die disadvantage. But on 2 die advantages, I think it doubles your chances of getting a knockdown. At least
I actually ran the math on it the other day.
Is it better?
If you have block and your opponent and
I'm not even talking block. I'm just talking just normally.
yeah. So I mean, you have
Skillless.
if you're skillless on a 2 die block, you have a 55% chance of rolling a dodge power or a pow
Or a pow.
on
Okay.
2 dice.
Okay.
So you could
Wait. Are you sure that's accurate?
55%. Yeah.
It's a 1 and 3 on 2 dice. That's I think that sounds right.
Yeah, because you don't double it. It's more like time and a half.
Yeah, it's weird, but so I don't know. It's weird, but anyway.
So if you have block and your target does not have block or dodge,
Yeah.
then it's 75% chance of knockdown on 2 dice.
With frenzy.
No,
Oh,
that's 2 dice.
With
If
block.
when you have frenzy, it goes up to like 93.7, to roll a block, dodge, pow, or pow on the 4 dice.
Yeah, and your odds are probably something like 70% chance without any of those skills, with the down and the dodge, pow, and the pow.
Brad, do you smell toast?
A little bit, yeah. I am super tired.
You went full Biden on that sentence there.
I had to get up. I had to get up this morning. My Jeep was in the shop, so I had to get up this morning and take Mari to work at like 4 a.m.
Oh God!
And then I couldn't go back to sleep, obviously. So then I got up and went to work at like 7 o'clock. So I've been up for like, what time is it? Mm-hmm. That's about that time.
Well, at any rate, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll talk to you next week. Happy New Year.
I want toast.
Brad wants some toast. And tell your grandma, we love you guys. 2023, right around the corner, man. It's crazy. Yep. Crazy.
Bye-bye.
We love you.